Hey Deckers, Liam here, I am back. I have some really good news to share with you about BattleBit Remastered, the indie first-person shooter that has taken Steam by storm. With my previous video, I noted how it worked, and quite well too, on Steam Deck, and I've been playing it a bit on my desktop Linux as well, but there were some big lingering doubts about future playability, due to their confusing and slightly conflicting statements about their plans with the anti-cheat. Now, it currently uses easy anti-cheat, which works and it is supported, but they had plans to switch over to FACEIT. The problem is the current versions of FACEIT do not work on Linux, and so Steam Deck would be left out and broken as well. Now, I made sure to go over this in my previous video with a statement from the developer so that you got the full background on another popular game. However, in their recently published developer video, they've now made truly clear their plans, and it is very good news that I just wanted to share with you after watching it and listening to it myself. So what I'm going to do is just quote what they said as clearly as I can, just cutting out some of the bits where they repeat themselves. What they've basically said is that they will not use the FACEIT that exists already today, like the FACEIT that's available in CSGO. They're not going to use that one. The people who make FACEIT are actually making a new anti-cheat, one that is different to the original FACEIT, that will support Linux and Steam Deck's OS. They're saying it will have less restrictions compared to the FACEIT available for CSGO, but at the same time they're saying it will still be effective. They make it clear it won't be as effective as the FACEIT that CSGO uses, because obviously the restrictions are there to squeeze any cheat possibility, but they are working with their team and they're saying they can essentially squeeze a lot more than what they have just right now with easy anti-cheat. So it will be a completely new anti-cheat that BattleBit Remastered will be the first user of, and they said it will definitely support the popular versions of Linux and Steam Deck OS. And they said, so if you have bought the game and you were playing on Linux or Steam Deck OS, you don't have to worry about that. It will still be supported, and FACEIT will ensure it's supported. They will troubleshoot any case if you have problems. Now, this is actually pretty huge news because it once again shows how much the Steam Deck has made all sorts of developers now actually look to properly maintain some form of Linux compatibility. BattleBit itself works through the Proton compatibility layer. The developers have not made a dedicated Linux version, and yet they're still working with FACEIT to ensure that it carries on working well. And when you look over the Steam charts, the game is still doing very well. The game's regularly been seeing around 70,000 people playing it at a time, and it's showing no signs of slowing down. This is just fantastic news, and once again shows how developers don't need to keep chasing ever more realism, as long as the core game mechanics are fun and it's reasonably priced, which this game is. So, hats off to the BattleBit Remastered and FACEIT teams for ensuring that it will keep working. That is a lot more effort than some other developers. What I hope though is that they can clean up the controller support in the game, just so that it's better on Steam Deck directly, as right now it's pretty tricky. It feels kind of hacky with Steam input configurations to get it to a point where it feels good. If you are holding off on picking it up for Steam Deck or desktop Linux, their new statement is pretty damn clear. Heck, even one of their team commented on my previous video on this before their new developer video, so clearly they're paying attention to everything going on here. This is really great to see, really good news. Do let me know if you pick it up in the comments and how you're getting on with it. I just wanted to get news out there in a quick video about this. A link will be in the description to the developer video that this is referencing for the quotes. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you later.